my name is Bella Gray. This is my let me just say this one. This is my response video for the 5-hour energy drink guy. I really like that video. He really just kind of pointed questions, or what I had questions about, and kind of just answered them. You know, from from the perspective of wanting to run and own a business someday. I don't want to waste time and energy on something that's not going to sell. And because that place, can be filled with something that is useful, is helpful, is going to sell. And why would I waste my time on something that's not? But his approach, like he said, it was very simple. It's, he's created his business by not being dumb and making smart decisions, and not being a risk taker, because oftentimes risk takers, you're gambling your money away. It's sometimes it might work, most times it's not. And it's smarter to just take the route that is a smart way to take. It's going to help. It's not going to be a waste of time. Take that route. Don't take the like he said, if you're on the top of the building, take the stairs down. Don't jump down off the building. We know the smarter and the better choice. Why take the risk, to get the same outcome? But yeah, it's, and I really just kind of liked his video or his advice a lot more, because he doesn't do it for the money. That's not his point, or his purpose. I guess his purpose is to invest in these his job is to invest in these inventions and inventions that are going to help change the world and help people who are less fortunate, and he can change their lives, and in the future of our lives, because it's a waste if you just keep your money all to yourself, and you don't really get any. You might get some joy out of it, but are you really going to? Because I know I wouldn't. I feel a lot better knowing that when I do have money, I do tend to spend it on other people. When I was younger, and anytime I got dollars and cash from people or gifts from birthdays, I always spent it on myself. Now that I'm older, I find more joy in giving gifts to other people or helping people out. And my mom's always been like that. And I think that's where I kind of liked, or kind of I guess resonate with him. I'm not sure what the word is, bond. I don't know what the term is with the guy, because he wants to help, he wants to change, he wants to do good things. And my grandparents, growing up, my mom talked about how much money they had, and if they came across somebody who's in need, or just a kid that needed a ride to practice that they were going to anyways to drop my mom off, they'd tell them no. They're selfish. And my mom, she's never had money. But she's happier, and if she sees somebody that is walking to Walmart, or it's probably not the smartest idea, but she's a lot better of a person, and is happier, because even if she didn't have the money, she could help them. And I really want to help people with my business. So when I looked at my business, that, and the advice that he said was like, if it's not entertaining, and if it's not useful, then it's wasteful and useless. And looking back at it, yeah, my business idea was. So I'm going to take his advice and kind of just ask myself questions to incorporate into my business plan, because I really like the way he runs his business. And I think it's a smart approach, and basically just not making stupid decisions. Asking myself, how useful is my product going to be? How is it a waste of space? Like, do people really need it? If the answer is no, then I'm not going to take the time or energy to invest in the idea and try to make it better, because it's not. It's not going to get any better. How do I advance my business? I can do that by inventing and having innovations. That's how you advance and progress. How do I fill my consumers' needs, while also not, filling them with a bunch of bull and just getting straight to the point. He always, in every conversation that he's had with like people who came up to him with inventions or ideas, whatever, he always got straight to the point, and was always asked the one main question, that was really important, is how useful is it? Is it going to be useful? And I mean, I think that's just a good way of looking at it, because I mean, it really does, take less time out of your day and get straight to the point and gets, is it worth the time or money or energy? But yeah, and then the second video, in the second video, he really just talked about, like the different, like inventions that he's investing in that are changing the world for the better, and doing it in a really useful and innovating way, like the energy, the internet thing. I think you have someone that's pedaling for like an hour that creates, I guess, energy or internet for like 24 hours. It's very innovative, and it's an innovative invention. It's not something that people would think of. It's very innovative, but it is an invention that is going to change people's lives for the good and greater. Same with the water thing, turning salt water into drinking water. And I think that's going to be really, really useful, because, and that's kind of what he focused on, is the fact that we're running out of water supply, and if we find a way to turn ocean water into drinking water, I mean, we're not really going to have that struggle anymore. And, especially the Middle East, where, in Africa, where they really just don't have as accessible water supply as we do here in the United States or Canada, or any other place that has streams, I guess, and water supply or drinkable water supply. But I mean, he doesn't invest in companies that waste time and focus on making a profit for themselves. And same with charities. I mean, they invest in companies who focus on helping and making a change. So yeah, I would definitely, I'm gonna take his advice, make some notes to myself, and ask myself questions that he's asked himself, and make a business plan out of it, and target, really what thing could I come up with, or what innovation can I come up with that can really help, or be a new way of, filling a need for someone who is in need, and, yeah. So basically, that's my whole takeaway from this, is that, I'm gonna use it to create a business plan, to look back at my business, my future business, and really just restart from the ground up, reconstruct it, because the way that I was going about is stupid. It's a dumb way. I mean, he's already explained it in his video that, doing these certain things are stupid, but doing what he did was intelligent, and it got him to where he is today. And I think it's just, and doing it in a way that's not a waste of time. Like, this video right now is about to be 11 minutes, and I think I talked longer than I need to. So yeah, thank you.